Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well today. I wanted to share some test results I got from this relatively new company. So first off, shout out to my friend Dr. Shubnam Kaur, who put me onto this company. Again, this company's called Brainspan Health. I just got my report here on the other side here, and they do an omega-3 test and do some cognitive function assessments as well. So basically, they send you a kit, you provide a blood sample, you send it back, and then you go online and do a couple cognitive tests. Take like about 15 minutes, word recall, speed, etc. So anyway, let's just go through it. So the very first thing on your report, they give you, again, sort of based on your blood markers, specifically the omega-3 ratio, sort of a longevity score. Now, I do have some questions on more of the finer details of how they calculate that, and I'm just waiting to hear back from the company to get back to me on that. But anyway, it's out of 10, and basically they kind of graph out, do you have optimal aging, sort of average aging, or accelerated aging? So again, out of 10, I scored 7.8 out of 10, which was in the optimal aging range. So that's great. That's obviously what I want, based on my goals, as many of you know. But 7.8 out of 10, I don't know, maybe it's back to my school days, 78%. That's not that great. I want to be higher. So, so something to work on for sure. Try and bump that up. The next thing they gave was your omega-3 index. So again, how much omega-3, the percent of EPA and DHA in your cells. So you want the higher, the better. So again, I scored a 7.9%, which is just made the good zone, but just the low end of the good zone. Again, you want to be over 8% or 8, 12%, that sort of. So again, room for improvement. So, what am I doing? What have I done since I've earned these results? I've actually upped my omega-3 supplement that I take. I take a liquid form, and I've doubled that because I really want to up that. And I'm going to try to make a more effort to eat more fish as well. So let's see what's next here. So then then they give you your omega-3 to omega-6 ratio. So ideally, our hunter-gatherer ancestors may have had a 1-to-1 or a 2-to-1 ratio. That's omega-6 to omega-3. We want it to be as low as possible. We do want more omega-6 than omega-3, and we certainly need omega-6s for healthy living, for sure. But again, 2-to-1, maybe up to 4-to-1 is sort of optimal. Anything more than that, you're getting way too many omega-6s, which can cause inflammation. So I actually had a 4-to-1, so I'm right there at the cusp of like a good ratio. So I'm happy with that, but again, I wouldn't mind getting it to be under that, maybe even to 2-to-1. So again, I've upped my my fish oil. I'm going to try to make more effort to eat more fish. The other thing, so then they give you a cardiometabolic index. So again, you want how the palmitic acid, that you get from simple carbohydrates. You want to be that to be have a good ratio. So my score was in this one you want to be as low as possible. So I had 20.2% on their scale, which put me in the optimal range. So which makes sense considering my diet, that I don't really eat complex carbs. I just eat vegetables and some fruit. I have more of a protein and higher protein, higher fat diet. So that makes sense, and it's a good range. I mean, if that improved, that'd be great. But I'm okay where that one's at. Then the next thing, so then they get into the cognitive functions from that test. So the first one was memory capacity, so working and recognition memory. So I scored 7 on that, so above average. So hey, that's awesome. It's basically kind of the end of the scale is 7 and plus. So I'm right up there. So that's awesome. I think the vitamin D and the omegas I am taking definitely help with that. Sustained attention. So how long can you be focused on something or have the attention to something? I was 7.5, so again, above average, so awesome, happy with that. The next one was cognitive flexibility, or how well you can switch between tasks. Actually, on that one, to be honest, I'm surprised. I actually scored, just inside the poor zone. so or below average. So 2.5, again, you want to be like 7 or plus. So what that could be, some of their suggestions could be, microbiotics, probiotic support could potentially be helpful, as could a neurotransmitter such as serotonin or GABA. Debating, I need to do a bit more research. Maybe I want to supplement with GABA. I've never done that before, but that could be a possibility. It also says B12 and folate, but I mean, I'm well covered on that by previous lab tests. So maybe the GABA might be something I might want to look at. And then the other one was processing speed. So how fast your reaction time is, basically. So my score was 4.5, so it was just average. So again, I don't want to be average for anything I do, so I want to increase that. So some of the things they say there, curcumin or turmeric, which I don't supplement a ton with. I'll throw it in once in a while, but that's something maybe to look at. And then some other things could be like ginkgo biloba, which I've experimented with in the past. I could probably throw that back in the stack. Acetyl L-carnitine, which I've, again, in a couple supplements have it in there, but it's not something I do religiously. So that could be something I could potentially look at doing. So yeah, so that's basically the test. So it's relatively inexpensive. It was kind of interesting. I more so did it for the omega-3 to 6 ratio. That's what I really wanted to check out. Again, 4 to 1, so really good. Wouldn't mind improving that. The cognitive stuff was kind of nice to throw in. But once I got my results and scoring really well on 2, average on 1, and below average on the other one, there's room for improvement. So something I'm going to work on. So anyway, again, I just want to throw my appreciation to my friend Dr. Carr for putting me onto this company. And if something you're interested in, definitely I think your omega-6 to omega-3 ratio is something we should be tracking, or you should be tracking. So if you want to learn more about this or learn more about this test, reach out to me. Love to hear your comments, what have you, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.